Other duties as assigned.
Welcome to Harmony, COO.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Hi.
Holy cow. We're at T minus 2 days today. 2 days until we both officially start on our new jobs.
Yay.
So welcome, new COO.
Hi.
You're supposed to say thank you, CEO.
Thank you, new CEO. Well,
Not new, come on.
You've been around.
I've been doing this for a while. This is old hat. Anyway, guys, we have a ton of things to update you about. We've been busy kind of rolling down our work with the hospital that we've both been doing. So we are both leaving our jobs. We officially finished on Friday with that work that we were doing, kind of waiting until we got funding and got things going. So you want to kick off with all these things we have?
You know, when we came in today, we thought we don't have a whole lot for a video, and as we started talking, we have like this whole list of stuff now to update you from the past month. So this is exciting.
Yeah.
So the first thing we want to mention is Penn State wrote a really nice article about the project that they're going to be doing with us. They did some explaining of how their students are going to be evaluating our Harmony Turbines, our turbines for their projects, and it was a really informative and really good article.
We're going to put a link right down here. It'll be like in front of us or something, somewhere on this page here. We'll put a link for it, and it'll be on our website too.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
It was awesome.
So what's going on here? So yes, we both pretty much quit our jobs, and we are going full force here with Harmony. Yay!
We're really dirty today. Why are we all dirty?
Well, we spent our first T-2 day cleaning.
Yeah, it was like grungy in here. There's other tenants in the building that we lease, and it's like stuff, I call it detritus, just kind of comes over the walls and settles on our stuff here.
Yeah, so we scrubbed.
Cheryl was cleaning, the COO was doing other duties as assigned. We'll put a little clip in there so you can enjoy that.
You love it.
And you know, the crazy part is, I think it's actual, it's like a...
Other duties as required.
Yeah, other duties as assigned.
Welcome to Harmony, COO.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay, cool.
I don't feel anything else in there.
All right, thank you. Ugh. It's like after... No, don't take them off, because there's the other machine. I want to check.
Look at this.
It's like afterbirth.
Ew.
It might be emulsified
So gross.
actual coolant, so we're gonna... I don't know. All right. Sorry, thank you.
You're welcome, my love. I really love this man to do this stuff.
Well, my hands are big and burly. She had tiny hands, so I used that as the excuse to initiate her into the other duties as assigned.
Yeah, that was great. You'll love it.
Yeah.
So now that we have cleaned, we have a bunch of really exciting things coming up. So Monday, just in 2 days, this is our T-2 thing. Monday, we have Bucknell University coming to visit us. This is one of our partnership universities that are going to be working with us over the next year. They're coming to visit.
Yeah, Bucknell is coming down for their first on-site visit to see what we've got going on, what the equipment is here, what the facilities are, help us to kind of just initiate things, take care of any, just get the administrative stuff of that partnership out of the way and move it forward. So Bucknell is coming on Monday, the very first day that we're starting here officially in our new roles. Well, I keep saying that, I'm not in a new role.
He's
but
old hat.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah.
So we have internships posted. I don't know if we talked about that in another video, but who cares if I did? So what? Internships. We are looking for Arduino experts or interns, people who would like to enjoy learning or working with Arduino, because we're looking for some interns to help us with the very small, nice, nugget-sized work that we're doing with our furling and with the generator technology that needs to actually create motion and move the parts. So, of course, you can check out our website for that posting and look into it further if you're interested in doing an internship with Harmony Turbines. We've already posted that with the PSU Berks Industrial Advisory Council, which we're now members of.
Yep.
So we joined that last month, I think, and that's what we're posting the internships through, but we're open to taking other interns from other schools. They don't have to be with, Penn State. So anyone interested, it's great.
So something that has come out of that Industrial Advisory Council is a contact with Voice Up Berks, and it's a youth volunteer organization that's local to here pretty much. It's in Reading. And they're going to be doing a camp this summer. It's called Clean Energy Crusaders, and it's for middle schoolers. And they have invited us to come out next month to do a presentation and engage with the campers there. So we are really excited about that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Talk about reaching out to the community. Now we're engaging with the younger folks, and that's very exciting for us.
Yeah, it's the first time we've been invited to do anything with school students, I believe.
Yeah.
We've been invited to do things with colleges and stuff, and in fact, we're going to be presenting at the Kiwanis Club. When is that? Next week? Or no, Thursday. Thursday, holy cow. Yes, so we're going to be presenting with the local Kiwanis Club on Thursday with a Harmony Turbines presentation for them during a lunch event that they have.
Right, so that's
in Lebanon here.
pretty exciting.
Yes.
And one of the other things we have going on is in a couple weeks, Bucknell is coming here Monday. In a couple weeks, we are taking a road trip up to Penn State Berks to meet with the crew there. They're, the other group that's going to be working with our turbines there. So we're going to do our own site visit up there to look at the equipment they have there to do the testing that they're going to be doing.
Yep, I'm excited about it because they've got their big water tank. There's the article that we were talking about will speak about what's on site there at the Berks campus, and that's what we're going to be visiting. So the link that we put in earlier, maybe we'll put it again, is what we're going to be going up and visiting to look at their facilities, just shake hands with everyone and meet some of the team. I don't think we'll be meeting all of the team yet, but some of the team, and Dr. Azar will be there. She is the head of that project. So that project that got funded is through her sponsorship. So
yeah,
that'll be a cool visit too.
Yeah, that's cool. So now you guys are like, that's great. You guys are meeting with people, you're cleaning. Where is the turbine?
Yeah.
The prototype. Come on, people.
Well, you give me the old one since, I'm old hat here.
You want this one?
This is the old 400 watt scoop example. It was it probably was the very first prototype we made, so it's got some cracks and didn't turn out very well, but it did the trick. But oh, wow, what's the new COO have in her hands here?
Looky. Why don't you take the expensive part, or maybe you can point to the things you want to point out.
So guys, this is a fully 3D printed brand new scoop that we just had completed. The gearing is already built into it, as you see. This is the furling shaft that will link in. All of this is being done so that we can start prototyping and seeing how things fit together, check out the tolerances, because in a couple videos back, we said we're at the really expensive part. Maybe that was just one video ago. We're at the expensive part right now. We're at the part where these things cost $1,300, $1,400 a piece to make right now because we have to 3D print them. The next thing we can go to is resin casting, and then of course you can move up to injection molding. But when you do that stuff, it's super duper expensive to make the molds and everything. So you have to start with something like 3D printing.
Yep.
So these are the very first two parts that we got 3D printed to check tolerances, to check how they fit. Starting Monday when we're here, I'll be firing up the machines. We're going to be working on machining the metal parts that hold this stuff together, checking out our tolerances, and we've already got other parts being printed as we're speaking. They take a while to print. They were projecting 90 hours. 90 hours to print this puppy. So that's crazy. Yeah, we're not talking high volume production here. This is prototype work, guys, but that's what it's all about. So these are the first two parts from that.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff, and we're going to be printing and testing and fitting and making sure things are working as we expect them to as we move forward. And that's what it's all about. That's what we're doing right now. We're working on rebranding. We're getting new shirts, new logos, new website, all kinds of things. Things are happening here behind the scenes that you're going to start seeing some very, very fast work coming out of our little shop, because now we have a full-time COO who's going to be able to handle all of the day-to-day stuff. What is it that you're going to be able to do here, hon?
Apparently cleaning. and doing some gross stuff, which you have probably already seen in the video by now. But like I said in the last video, it's pretty much mostly everything except the inventing itself. I'm not a CAD person, but I will weld and help with the
monitoring
CNC
jobs and
machines
stuff, yeah.
as needed. But
Screaming, hey, it's smoking!
But no, mostly I'll be working on the nitty-gritty stuff that keeps him from actually building the prototype. So it's the bills, accounting, taxes,
Right.
social media, emails, the phone calls coming in, just helping.
Following up with vendors, following
Right.
up with, visits and things that we've got.
There's a whole lot of
Yeah.
great stuff to do that just keeps him from actually making the prototype. So I wondered at the beginning, like a couple weeks ago when we were making this decision, I thought, is there actually enough stuff for me to do full time? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. I think you're going to
when
be
we started
like,
making the list, I'm like, oh no.
after a while, you're going to be like, when do I get an assistant?
Right. So it's.
Yeah, I don't know how. It seems like there's just so many things that have grown and sort of evolved with this. It's kind of crazy. So it's time. We need a new COO, and you're the first official. Well, you're the second employee, but the first official I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, welcome.
Yeah, I don't know either. Thanks.
The first team member that's going to be here full time. That's other than myself.
Right.
So
Yep.
it's one of those things where when the little genesis of your idea evolves beyond yourself, you've got to start delegating. You've got to start reaching out to other people, and the strength of that team is what really matters the most. How reliable they are, how creative they are, how much they can think outside of the box and just take care of stuff, so that you're not constantly having to dog them and, hey, did you remember this? Did you remember that? I mean, sure, there's going to always be some of that to help each other remember things, but now to be able to both do this full time, that's life-changing, and it's revolutionary for our company.
Yes. So speaking of our team, we said a couple minutes ago that we're looking for the Arduino interns, but we also have another need that we're looking for
The generator? Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about? So as I have announced, I don't know, probably a couple different videos, we're starting to work on building the parts and everything for Harmony now that we're back to full time. And one of the things that we're going to be developing is huge. It's going to be the generator, guys. So Harmony Turbines, in our intellectual property, we've got 2 patents, and the generator is a huge part of that IP. It's a huge part of our intellectual property. We are going to begin in earnest developing the generator now. We've already got tons of CAD drawings for the different pieces and parts that we're going to do. We're going to begin machining those parts, winding coils, ordering magnets. It's expensive work, but it has to be done. Our turbines operate in a very low RPM range. That's what makes them beautiful. That's what keeps them silent. That's what gives them so much torque in the low end, where other turbines need much higher wind speeds just to begin spinning. We're going to already be producing power at lower wind speeds than they're even starting in some cases. So we're going to begin work on the generator, but I'd love to get emails from people. If you're a generator guru or an electromagnetics specialist, it would be kind of a very niche market or an area for an engineer. It's not just an electrical engineer or an industrial engineer. This is like electromotive force engineering or something. So anyone out there who is really into magnets and coils and back EMF and flux and all that stuff, give us a ring or shoot us an email, because we're looking to work with someone who would love to be on the team. We can work out maybe some stocks as payment. We can't afford to pay a ton of money right now because we're about to spool up our next funding round, but we can do some stock options or something like that. We can talk to us. If you have a desire to help make the world a better place or do something amazing, I'm hoping that as you're watching this video, if you're still sticking with us, that you think we're doing something pretty cool here, and if you would like to be a part of that, we'd love to talk to you.
Absolutely.
So, all right.
Okay.
Wow, we had a lot of things on there.
I know.
It's going to be like a 15-minute video.
Sorry, it's all good.
It is good. I think we covered
Good stuff.
everything.
Yep, I think we're good.
Okay. So here's to Monday coming up, and to the work that's about to be done, to where we're going with things. And yeah, we don't want to forget, we are about to kick off another funding round. We just finished, here I am, I thought we were done the video, but we just finished with our 2020 and 2021 audits. They were perfectly clear. Harmony Turbines has a perfectly clean slate. There's nothing ugly in the audits that was found. We've been doing everything above board and trying to just do everything as well as we can and as straightforward as we can. We got comments from two different, what are they called, accountants, that our books were amazing. They were like really impressed. So we're doing as good a job as we can, guys, to keep you, our investors, and our people who are interested, our followers, happy, making sure that you know that when you invest and when you follow us, you're doing something good. It's not just for some company that's out there to get rich quick or scam people. My God, we're doing this to make a difference in the world. So that's what we're all about. Purpose beyond profit, I think, is what Richard Branson's quote is. And that's what we are all about, that purpose beyond profit. Sure, we have to be profitable enough to make sure we can keep moving forward, but beyond that, our driving goal is not, our primary driving goal is not profit here. It is to get the technology out to everyone who needs it, to get that technology out, to get the prototypes finished, to move into testing phases. We'd love to be at the end of 2023, if we can get the funding that we're after this summer, we would actually be looking to have the first 100 units out to early adopters by the end of 2023.
And this is why we're both setting aside our old jobs and both actually focusing on Harmony, because we are so close. We are so close to having our units prototyped and tested and out into production in the next 12 to 18 months, depending on the funding. And it just, this is what we need to do to make that happen.
Yep.
So
we'll put another video out next week, but we are going to start compiling a list of early adopters who want to be on board quickly with our third funding round. We're hopefully going to spin that next funding round up. If we can get the videos and the material together and get the script done, we might be able to start that new funding round up in 6 weeks. So we're going to be going for $2 million this summer. So that's our next funding round. We're going to be trying to get $2 million in funding so that we can take everything to the next level, so that we can, once we get done with all the expensive 3D printing and prototyping, that we can move into getting the injection molds made. Those molds, they're like $100,000 per mold for those scoops. They're that big. And I don't know, the furling gear is probably going to be like a $50,000, $60,000 mold. So some very big expenses. We have to be careful. We have to be very straightforward and decisive with what we do and the steps that we take as we move forward. But we're doing that work, and we're stepping through it one step at a time, carefully and very, just trying to do everything that we can to make sure that we're doing it the right way. So if you want to be on the early investor list, that would be hugely helpful, because when we come out funding, the way these funding sites work is the more funds you raise right away in the beginning, the more momentum your company gets, and then the higher you bubble up on their page.
Right.
It's hugely important. So if we have people that want to be early adopters in that third funding round and say, hey, whoa, put me down on your list. I'm good for 5,000. I'm good for 10,000. The highest investment we had in round 2 was 35,000. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
That was a wonderful investment. It would be, wonderful if we could hit the ground running with, $200,000, $300,000 right away in that first couple days of our third funding round campaign, to sort of jettison us or catapult us up into the stratosphere so we can hit that $2 million mark this summer. That would be wonderful, and that would take us all the way through the next 18 months to where we have the units in the hands of our early adopters at that point. So reach out to us if you'd like to be on that list, if you think you would want to be one of the first people into our third funding round to help us get to that $2 million mark. That would be wonderful. Okay.
Okay.
Am I really done?
Now?
I'm just a lot of hot air. I'm old hat and hot air. Yeah.
But pretty cute too, so.
Thanks. You are too. All right. This is G-rated.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I think that's it. We'll put another video up next week. So.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
All
Okay.
right. Take care.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you very much. We're
Yes.
here because of you. We're here for you. We're here to help make the world a better place, and that's what we are all about. We now have the power to change the world. I don't think we're going to change that logo in our new rebranding. It's an awesome logo.
Good. Yeah.
So thank you to everyone for what you do and where you are with helping us and supporting us. Take care.
Bye.
Harmony Turbines. We now have the power to change the world.